Peggy 16.
Lemnis Gate is a classical first-person shooter with a really meaningful twist. What we've got is a turn-based first-person shooter where the whole game takes place in a 25-second time loop. Now, Lemnis Gate combines combat and strategy in the same experience, a game where strategy is as important as skill.
Two players go head-to-head in a 25-second time loop, each taking turns adding more characters and adding more actions into that time loop. And then once the final round plays out, we can see who's set up all their strategies correctly to come out on top.
Different players represent different parallel universes that are all competing to ensure that their reality is the one that survives. We've designed the game to be very easy to pick up and play, very familiar. Everything you know and love about the first-person shooter you will experience with Lemnis Gate.
Lemnis Gate is set in our universe, in our solar system, where a big scientific project is trying to save humanity from extinction.
And the Lemnis Initiative is a project to build a supermassive interplanetary particle accelerator called the Quantum Highway. When activated, the Quantum Highway will displace a huge region of space around Earth backwards in time by 50 years to avert the extinction. You control a team of operatives who travel to and defend those off-world sites that make up the particle accelerator. On your journey, you'll encounter different players from different realities, and you'll all be trying to compete to ensure that your reality is the one that survives. Now, fundamentally, we use causality as a gameplay pillar. One bullet fired at the start of the game can affect what happens at the very end of the game.
You can, for example, anticipate yourself, you can anticipate your opponent's future moves, and for example, you can put down a shield where you think an enemy might be firing towards you as you're running past, for example, and then you can shield yourself from dying in a future round. So there's a lot of that strategic and tactical thinking that goes on while you're also playing a first-person shooter and reacting in the immediate space and time as you're going to what's happening in front of you.
The game's been designed to really facilitate a mental challenge where we incorporate a chess-like aesthetic into the battlefield. We also have what we call our spectator drone or our reconnaissance drone, which is a viewpoint that lets you fly around the map and visualize the entire time loop as it's currently played out. This lets players have all of the information that they need to make a tactical or strategic decision round by round. We also have a feature called Ghost Mode, which is that when you die, you actually keep playing as a ghost. The reason we do this is because in subsequent rounds, you can actually go back in time and save your character from dying.
I think players are going to start to approach this maybe a bit like an FPS at first, and then they suddenly start to realize that, if I team up with myself from the past and from the future, I can make this strategy work out and I can do these interesting things that I hadn't really thought of in a regular FPS context.
Similar to pieces on a chessboard, you'll use certain operatives for certain situations or contexts. You need to learn how to strategize and master with each operative independently and as a team. I'm personally excited to see what the very, very high level players are going to be able to achieve. Firstly, in terms of the strategies that they may invent or the creative and outlandish thinking that they come up with. And also a key element of Lemnis Gate is about speedrunning. So getting from A to B or traversing the map in a very efficient manner is all part of the challenge of the game. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of really amazing plays in terms of navigation. The best moments that I think I've experienced with Lemnis Gate are coming up with a crazy idea, executing it against an opponent and seeing it work and pay off and helping me win the match. It's a really successful and satisfying moment.
There is, of course, absolutely more to come, and we are so excited to be giving players a deeper look into the world of Lemnis Gate, and we can't wait to share more in the coming weeks and months.